did not. Well, he wanted to come, but Brighton didn't want to let him go. So we had no option than to go for Jorginho because we need the cover. Needs must. Now, for me, Caicedo's the guy they wanted.
Yep.
He fits the profile of everything that Mikel Arteta is trying to do. He's young, 21. He's got years and years and years ahead of him. He'd be an Arsenal player for years. But we can't get him yet. Hopefully, they'll go back in for him in the summer. But for right now, what we need, Jorginho, experience, comes in, short term. I don't see that problem with it.
Back up.
Tono Blake says Weston McKennie, 10 million more and 4 times the longevity. Problem is, he's not a defensive midfielder. Let's get Elliot. How are we doing, Elliot?
How are you? How are you, Robbie? How are you, Cecil? How are you guys doing?
Very good, very good. How are you? With this
I am
news?
well. I am well. But again, Robbie, this is going to be the one call where you're not going to get the lump sum share. I'm on Cecil's side this time.
Hey, I think a lot of fans are still a bit. But anyway, go on, talk to us.
Indeed. Here's the thing, Robbie, that you're not seeing. Now, again, as you say, Jorginho's a warm body. Jorginho's a guy who can fill in for us adequately in the midweek, especially as we go into Europa League. But let's not disguise the fact that this man has been dribbled past by more midfielders than many others in the Premier League. This man's mobility this man has the mobility of and the turning radius of a cruise ship. This man can't run. This man is going to take away from our style of play, quite simply, and we're going to add. He's not going to add to it. He's going to have to take away from us in terms of our adequacy, in terms of our style of play, because quite simply we're going to have to accommodate him. He's going to need crutches, those being Zinni and Xhaka, to be fair and frank. And it shows also that we are, how should I say this, pushovers in the transfer market. When you see the likes of Enzo Fernandez, if you see the likes of João Felix, if you see the likes of Michaela Mudryk heading over to one team in one transfer window, it dwarfs the size of Arsenal in the eyes of Chelsea. Chelsea are laughing at us right now. And not only that, we have had to pay them to take out their trash, to take out the people that.
Let me ask you this, yeah?
Yes.
A lot of people were saying these same sort of things. Chelsea are laughing at us when they bought in Romelu Lukaku. How did that work out?
That's their problem.
No, but how did that work out?
This is our problem now.
No, but how did that work out? Look at where we are. Look at the position we are in with the signings that we've made. And look at the position they're in with all these multi-million-pound Raheem Sterling, Lukaku, all these Aubameyang, all these big mega signings they've made where they're laughing. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they right now? And where are we? We've got to trust in some of these signings. Look at Mikel Arteta, right? Has been a long admirer of Jorginho, right? He was wanting to bring Jorginho in even when he was at Man City. Jorginho, I was looking at some of his quotes today. He said that one of the reasons why he's come to Arsenal is because of Arteta and the faith that Arteta is showing in him, right? So I think we've got to wait and see, obviously, as we would with any signings, but I think this signing makes perfect sense. And who else would you have got? Who would you have got?
I have a list.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Go on, my brother. Go on.
I want to hear your list. Okay, you come ready.
We have Haidara, the man that Brighton targeted in place of
Caicedo.
We have Haidara, who was Brighton had targeted. We have Kone, who is from the German league.
Not available.
We have Bamba. Kone was available, wasn't he? Yes.
No, he wasn't available. Not for sale.
Kone was not available.
Not for sale in this transfer window. Kone.
Keep going. Run a list.
We have Bamba from
Victoria.
from Portugal.
All right, what do you know about Bamba?
Bamba is, I would say, he is a bit of lightweight. He needs some technical ability, but at least he has that youth and dynamism and energy necessary to keep us ticking over.
In the Premier League, you're going to bring in a little lightweight, 20-year-old. He's 20 prospect to come and play in that.
Not exactly on the top of my list. Not exactly.
No, but you give me a list of replacements, right?
I say there's only 21 though.
Would you him or Jorginho? You'd rather bring him in right now instead of Jorginho?
I would rather
into the heat of the Premier League. Into the heat of the Premier League.
Bring him and Jorginho because his release clause is about 6 to 9 million euros. 9 million euros. So again, that could have easily.
But I'm saying, I forget about the fee. You're going to bring a 20-year-old kid, right? When we're going for the league into the heat of the Premier League, is he going, to hit the ground running?
He's not going to be playing the Premier League. He's going to be playing the Europa League. He's going to be playing the cups. That's what he would be doing.
But what experience has he got?
We're out of the cups. So
he's
again,
never.
He would be in the Europa League.
He's never played in the Europa League. That kid.
Well, again,
Jorginho has. Jorginho's won the Europa League. Jorginho's won the Champions League. Jorginho's won the Euros for Italy.
But
one of their star players.
That could be the understudy for Jorginho.
But what?
He wanted both. He said
why
both.
do we need an understudy for Jorginho for?
Could get both.
Why do we need to get both?
Give me some more names.
Yeah, I'm asking you for alternatives. You'll give me a list of alternatives. All right, continue with your list.
Give us some more. Give us some more. Go on.
Another alternative, we could have got Onana. I think we could have gone to Everton.
No, he said he's not leaving.
We're going to take him there.
But he said he's not leaving. He says he's not leaving. He says he's not leaving.
If Arsenal came into play, believe me, he'd leave. If he
Arsenal,
knows he's going
Arsenal made an inquiry. Arsenal made an inquiry about Onana, right? Onana said, not just Arsenal and Newcastle, both made inquiries about Onana. He said he's not leaving. I've only just joined Everton. I am not leaving in January. What do you do?
I think we could have made an offer he couldn't refuse. I think so. But again,
this is not The Godfather.
Yes.
This is not The Godfather,
I mentioned this as well. I didn't mention Onana as well to Robbie.
You know what I mean? You don't just rock up there and say, I'm going to make you an offer you don't refuse. And he wakes up in the middle of the night with a horse in his bed. A horse's head in his bed, right? It's got to be done. Right? It don't work like that, right? All right, who else is left?
More. Come on,
who else is on your list?
I like this.
And the one more I would say is somebody mentioned earlier, Ruben Neves. I think that Ruben could be influenced to come down and be a part of the squad. But again, if there is one
that's another offer you're gonna have to make that you can't refuse, isn't it? There is no way you're gonna get Ruben Neves away from Wolves in January when they're fighting relegation.
Haidara would have been the guy.
Haidara.
Yes.
But what experience has Haidara got? He's never played in the Premier League. This is going to be. It's another Sambi Lokonga.
Again, this is.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
We don't know.
Again, Cecil said it. We don't know that.
Yeah, but you're hoping. You're hoping on a prayer, really. You're going to bring in an inexperienced player. You're hoping you're going to bring an inexperienced player in, and
again, we're a big club. We can always move and pivot and make changes where necessary.
No, but what if Haidara comes in, right? What if Haidara comes in and like many other players, not just Haidara, like many other players, he needs to adapt and get used to the Premier League, right? And then Thomas Partey gets injured and he's thrown into the deep end. This is why, for me, Jorginho makes sense, because if he gets thrown into the deep end, with his experience, he's been there, he's done that, he can cope. His experience will get him through. He'll be able to handle the situation. If Haidara gets thrown into the deep end, like you just said, we don't know.
We're hoping on Jorginho as well to be at that level. I know we've seen him do it.
Not really, because
we don't know.
Robbie, like,
it goes back to Jorginho's capabilities at this time. He is not the best midfielder for us at this age. Yes, he has experience. Yes, he has championship pedigree. But at the end of the day, he's not the best.
But you can't give me no alternatives. Yeah. You can't give me no alternatives that are available.
And this is
no, they're not. None of those for me. Excuse me. None of those for me are good alternatives, right? That are available now. You're giving me players like Ruben Neves. Yeah, if he was available, I'd agree. Let's go and get Ruben Neves. But you've got no chance of getting Ruben Neves in the middle of a transfer window. You're not going to get him. Forget it. So those are not good alternatives. So I'm saying to you, with what's this is the problem of January transfer windows. With what is available, it's not like the summer where they've had months. With what is available right now, I think Jorginho is a good signing. You have to take in, because you've got to factor that in. You've got to factor in what's available. Are you going to the shops? You go to the shops and you I don't know, you want to buy a Heineken and there's no Heineken there. You got to buy the next best beer for you that you're going to enjoy if you drink beer.
I don't drink alcohol, man.
Right. But you know, so you can't just turn around and say, well, I want that. If they got none, they got none.
I understand. But here's the thing. This is where my problem with the Kroenkes comes in and my problem with Edu comes in. The Kroenkes were bigger than the whole Chelsea ownership board combined. Could have easily stepped in to Caicedo and said, "Hey, here's 90 million. You're coming with us," and they could have taken him, but they didn't want to go there. That's what if the club?
Sorry. What if you put the 90? What if you put the 90? All right, I'm Brighton, yeah. You're the Kroenkes now, yeah.
Right.
You've come with your 90 million. I say to you, yeah, you see, take your 90 million and do one, as we say over here.
Right,
take your 90 million and do one. He's not available.
Yeah, but I did say it's not available.
I think at 90 million they wouldn't have.
No, but I'm saying to you, I'm them now.
That's Brighton. The offer they wouldn't refuse.
I am Brighton, and I'm saying, well, I'm refusing it.
We won't know now because
I'm refusing it. What are you going to do?
We're saying 60 million, then 65 million, then 70 million.
No, I'm Brighton. I'm Brighton now. I'm Brighton now. Let me tell you something. You could give me 200 million. I'm not interested. What are you going to do?
Here's the thing.
You're going to call your mafia friends and come around and make me an offer I can't refuse?
Listen, I'll concede the point. If they gave me 90 million, if I gave them 90 million, they refuse, I walk away and say we did the best we could. But I'm thinking that Arsenal could have gone a little bit further in order to get this deal done.
So I think in this situation,
they had a price, they had their set valuation, and they never passed it. Now again, everybody else will be celebrating it and cheering to the Raptors. Oh, we saved some money. Okay, fine. But look over your shoulder down to West London. They didn't save things, and mark my words, next year, watch out for Chelsea.
That's what they said when they got Lukaku. That's what they said. Okay. Watch out.
Okay.
Where are they now?
Okay.
Right? I'm saying...
It remains to be seen. I can see the point. It remains to be seen.
But I'm saying it is not as... How you're making it out is just go and plonk 90 million on the table. The deal would have been done. It's not as easy as that, right? There's a lot of, negotiating and things that have to go on. If somebody says to you...
Chelsea make it look easy, though.
If somebody says to you, listen...
With Mudryk, exactly. Chelsea did that exactly with Mudryk. They stepped in. They said, you know what? Here's 100 million on the table. These are the payment plans. This is what we're going to get done in one day.
But I'm not talking about the Mudryk deal right now.
For us in one day.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the Caicedo one, right? And I'm saying that Brighton were adamant they're not selling. What can you do? Apart from, like you said, your mafia moves where you call around some friends and you say, you're making your offer you can't refuse or else.
That's what we have to start doing nowadays, Robbie. We are seen as the nice guys of the transfer market. We are seen as the pushover of the transfer market. We don't want to ruin our relationship with Brighton. That was the Arsenal PR coming out, and that in and of itself is a cop out. It's an absolute cop out. And the fact of the matter is, we need to show strength in this market. Who are we? Are we in first place or what? That's the question we got to ask.
I don't think you understand how you have to understand how the transfer market goes. It's not as easy as just going plonking money down on the table and saying right now. All right, let me ask you this. So somebody comes along tomorrow, Chelsea turn up and say, Arsenal, we want Saka. It's 300 million. And Arsenal turn around and say, well, no, we're not selling you our best player. He's our best player. He's our future. We're not selling him. A bit like, let me give you an example, a bit like PSG, one of the richest clubs on the planet. When they went, sorry, not PSG, Real Madrid, one of the richest clubs on the planet. When they went to PSG and they said, we want Mbappe, what happened? Where is Mbappe now? We know Real Madrid over the years have been known for their aggression in the market when they want and they plunk the money down. It made no difference. PSG said he ain't for sale. Forget about it. Even when his contract was running down in the January, when Real Madrid came, they said, listen, we don't care. They were offering crazy money, over 200 odd million. They said PSG said, we don't care how much money you're offering. He's not for sale. Where is he now? He's still at PSG.
Go on.
But here's the thing. Okay, go ahead, Chelsea.
No, it's you. I'll say you go on. Let me hear.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We got to start moving as. If we're gonna, what's done is done. In the past is the past. We got Jorginho. That's all well and good. It's done. But at the end of the day, in starting this summer, we've got to start moving like we're a bloody big club. Who's the biggest club in London? It's Chelsea, because that's what they're showing. That's what they're really showing.
They're the richest club.
We got to start moving like Bobby Big Bollocks and moving around and start moving these guys around and letting them know what's what.
I'll be honest with you, though. I'll be honest with you. You know, I don't really want to move like Chelsea. Because Chelsea, to me, are a club that's got lots and lots of money throwing their weight around, but they've got no plan. They've got no plan. They're trying their hardest to get back to being the Chelsea they were a few years ago by just throwing loads of money around. And seemingly to me, they do not have a plan in place, a proper plan to get back to where they want to be. And that's not just me saying it. You speak to a lot of Chelsea fans.
But we have the plan.
They're not even fully happy with what's going on.
We have a plan. We have a plan.
We've got a plan.
We just have to take elements of that. I hear what you're saying.
Thank you. But the thing is, we have a plan. We have a first choice. We're not getting our first choice. That's the thing. We're being knocked off our block for our first choices. It happened with Madrid. It happened with João Felix. It happened, and well, I wouldn't say Caicedo.
Well, it happened with Lisandro Martinez. Are you not happy with Zinchenko?
It happened with Lisandro Martinez.
You happy with Zinchenko?
That
he's cheeky. I know. Look at him. His potential frozen. Yeah, just cut the internet's gone.
That I'll give you.
Hey, listen, it's been great talking to you.
That I'll give you. Okay, I'll give you Zinchenko.
Elliot, you're a star, man. You're a star, Elliot. You're a star, Elliot, man. Where are you from, by the way? Where are you from, Elliot? Toronto, yeah.
Love it there, buddy.
Elliot, you're a star, man. You can make sure you come back on again.
Elliot, you're a legend.
I will indeed.
Bro, I'm with you.
By the way, just before you go, what do you give the window out of 10 then, the transfer window?
Out of 10, I would give the window a 6.
6, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got what we quote unquote needed, and and Arsenal PR is at work. Arsenal PR, the best in the business. We got what we needed, and we're moving forward. All I'm saying is this summer has got to be a mammoth summer.
Okay.
It cannot be. This is the summer where Edu's credentials will be tested fully. Because if we ever win the Premier League, and this man can't get any of these big signings in, he needs to go. Get in Michael Edwards from Liverpool and say, come on, let's go. Let's get these big signings in because
they didn't even sign anyone today.
My man from Ipanema can't get the job done. I'm sorry. It's just not happening.
They didn't even sign anyone today, Liverpool.
Well, because they're broke. Basically, don't Red Sox group don't want to put any money in. That's them.
Put all their trust in Cody.
Well, listen, thank you very much, man. I appreciate your call, man. It's brilliant.
Big up, Elliot, man. Loved your energy, man. Big up. Lovely speaker with you, my guy. Love. Take care. You better hope Jorginho hits the ground running, big man. He was funny. Zinchenko started freezing. That was brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, we lost my stream now.
All right, I'm going to read up some of the super chats that have come in as well. Big up everyone that's been joining this live and getting involved. Make sure you hit a like. John